People often ask me, is there a backdoor way to get a lower mortgage rate? And I get it. Rates been pretty high the past few years, and we got used to these 2 and 3% rates, and now rates are quite a bit higher, and people are frustrated, and I get it. And you want to know what are some legal backdoor ways to get a lower interest rate. And so today I'm going to talk about one of several different methods you can use. But this is an easy one to do, one that's easy to qualify for, and it's called a temporary rate buy down. And so temporary rate buy down is exactly what you think it is. It is a buy down where you will get a lower interest rate for a set period of time. And before I dive deeper into this video, though, I want to mention that this is for example purposes only. This is not an offer to lend. Rates and terms may vary. My compliance guy wants me to tell you that. So we certainly don't want to get in trouble with compliance. So there we go. We're going to flash it 3 or 4 times here across the screen. But these are example purposes only. Rates and terms may vary, but this is a legitimate strategy. All right. So like I said, it is for a set period of time. And I like to call it similar to a teaser rate on credit card. That's probably the easiest way to explain these. You would see these credit card offers all the time where, Citibank or whoever says, oh yeah, for the first year or whatever, you'll get this rate. Might be a 0, might be 10, might be 9, might be whatever. And then after that certain period of time, you'll get a higher rate. So I like you to think of it kind of that way. That's a teaser rate, but for a mortgage. And people don't realize you can do a teaser rate on a mortgage. And there are different types of buy downs. And so we got your 1.0 buy down, got a 2-point buy down. And so in simplest term, we'll talk about the 1.0 buy down. And so a 1.0 buy down would be in the first year, the mortgage would be 1% lower. And then after that, it's at the normal rate for the rest of the term. And so if you keep it for a full 30 years, it'll be for a 30-year term or until you refinance it. Now, there are different types of buy downs. There are seller paid buy downs and there are lender paid buy downs. A seller paid buy down is done through a seller concession. And so by a seller concession, what happens is that you have to, basically there's a side account within the mortgage statement, and that side account will actually fund that rate differential. So say that rate differential is a 1% difference and that deferred interest is, say it's $3,000, whatever. You'd have a seller concession for $3,000 that would actually cover that difference, and that's